All right, guys, can you hear me? All right, great. Good afternoon, good morning. Good afternoon, good morning. Oh shit, no, it's okay. We don't want a sound loop here. All right, what do we have here? This Dow is gapping down. I really want this thing 40 plus before I short it. And more volume would be nice too. I'm stocking this Corona stock, VXRT. It's not going away. Also MNK is also something I stock. It's just below the declining 200-day, but you know this does have a lot of room on the weekly chart. This thing has room to like, I don't know, 10, 15. And TIVA is going. TIVA is the leader, and ENDP is also going. And this CR is from when I'm stock. It looks really good on a weekly chart. It's been building higher lows all the way for over a year, and it has a nice little breakout area. Look at these higher lows. Looks great. SCDG has earnings, I think, next week. Looks great. CrowdStrike is gapping up today. I'm a little bit tempted to buy it, but I'll probably wait. I just don't have the buying power right now. I'm pretty heavily invested, both on the long and the short side. So I'll probably not buy it, but it looks good. And they have earnings in like 5 weeks. APT is not going away. I have an alert on it. JD looks good. They have earnings in a couple of weeks. A little bit more sideways would be nice. And Sava is gapping up a little bit pre-market, but I'm probably not going to trade it. It's too thin. There are some things gapping, some earnings plays, but what they all have in common is the better buy points were like a month or 2 months ago on most of these. Nothing I'm excited about. Nothing crazy good. This apps is one I owned until a couple of weeks ago. I was in this thing for like 7-8 months, and now I'm not in it anymore. It has some pretty big earnings deceleration, which is not great. Let's look at current positions. Fuel Cell, I bought 200,000 shares yesterday. Looks like it's gapping. Had pretty big volume, almost 41 million shares. I mean, it looks good. It failed this base it built. It gapped down on earnings, faded, and now it's been kind of having a rounded bottom on this lower base it's been building over the past few weeks, and then a range break. And yeah, it closed above the 20-day, and it looks good. I think this thing could easily go back to $4. If fuel cell stocks are not going away. BLDP broke out yesterday. Now it's gapping up pre-market. Plug is at new highs, almost. It's a very strong group, very strong. As LAC, I bought in my third account, which is my smallest account. I bought small position. I think this thing could potentially be a 10-bagger over the next few years. So this is more like an investment opportunity, more than a trading opportunity. ACMR, I bought it yesterday, midday, and it went up quite a bit so far, and it's gapping higher pre-market. DGAS, I bought it yesterday. I took a loss at first, and then I rebought it on smaller size, unfortunately. And so far, it's it was gapping higher, but now it's about break even. I'm gonna put a stop on it in case it fades back. This is a very speculative position. BLDP, again, it's gapping. I sold tiny pre-market. VSTM is just going sideways for a while. Tesla, I added some pre-market in the high 770s, and yeah, looks good so far. It's just going sideways right now, so I don't think I'll trade it much more unless it starts breaking some key support areas. I'm not gonna trade around it. I have some good entries from yesterday after getting stopped out I reshorted. Plug is gapping higher. Beyond Meat looks good. DXM is at new highs. They have earnings in a couple of days. AVLR they have earnings tomorrow. Looks great. I'm gonna hold these things into earnings. Maybe I'll size down a little bit, but we'll see. VEEV I sized down a little bit yesterday because I don't like how slow this thing is. ETCG, this is an Ethereum play. Alibaba looks great. They just can't bring it down with the coronavirus stuff. And SC looks great. I'll show you my P&L a little bit quick, or my positions. So right now the Tesla average is kind of messed up since I've been trading around it for quite a bit over the past 3-4 sessions. So the average is messed up. This is my main account right now, and this is my secondary account. And yeah, I mean, like I'm always 1 foot out of the door since the markets are kind of extended and every indicator is extended. All these overbought indicators are very overbought. But the thing is, if we go into a blow-off move, like looking at the Nasdaq, like everyone's been calling the top for years and years. And what if we start speeding up, right? What if we speed up and go to like 11, 12,000? Just like in the late 90s, the Nasdaq started speeding up. What if we do that, right? So I don't think there's any reason to be bearish. Cautious, yes, but bearish, absolutely not. And until the strong price action in the indices change, and in my own positions change, that's when I sell. But right now things are acting really, really well, and that's why I'm heavily invested right now. Yes, Koifin has that. I recently started using Koifin, like this site here, Koifin. Here you can see the estimates. You can see, where do you see it? Estimate analysis. Okay, these are estimates. Let's see here. Where do you see the recent quarter? Financial analysis. Here you can see like the, where do you see the number? You know what, I'm kind of new to this site. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure you can find it here if you spend some time. And it's free. That's the best part. Let's see, NK. Yeah, NK looks good. The problem is it's super illiquid. That's the problem. This is why I'm also passing on Sava. I'm getting tired of these illiquid stocks. I'd rather trade these higher priced liquid things. I don't know, maybe I'm getting old, but the big money is in the big stocks. Really, it really is. These stocks are great. I mean, for you guys with smaller accounts, if you only have like a few $100,000 accounts or something, these stocks are great, like Sava and then NK. But I'm increasingly starting to pass on these things. Yeah, I'm taking Sava off my watch list. But yeah, it looks good. Like NK, it looks great. This thing could easily go to $10 or something. All right, that's the game plan. Or my game plan is, the only thing I'm going to trade out of the open is nothing. I just don't see anything I'm excited about out of the gate. Maybe I'll trade some Tesla. Like I had some good ads pre-market, And maybe if we get a nice mid-late day fade, I may trade it, but out of the gate, I don't think I will touch it. I'll just, manage my portfolio and... Oh yeah, this crowd strike. Yeah, problem is I don't have the buying power to trade it. I just don't have it. I'm like 100% long and like 50-60% short at the moment. So yeah, I'm kind of heavily invested both ways. I'm gonna put some, let's see, 1700. So it's gonna be a very, very slow open for me personally. I will not do anything. Or maybe I will trade opening range lows on Tesla. I don't know. I just can't resist. Nah, I won't. It needs to lose this 753 for me to trade it. Labo looks great. CrowdStrike looks great. JD looks great. Breaking out nicely. NVCR looks great. Oh my god, like so many things that look great right now. See what's the opening range. It's still like Tesla's been building higher lows for the past like 3 days. That's something to keep an eye on until that changes. Oh my god, all these alerts. Oh my god. Yes, MVCR. LK looks great, but it does have some overhead resistance right now. Jesus Christ. You know you're in a strong market when you get these. I'm sorry for those alert sounds. Everything is. And apparently the alerts are not lagging. They usually always lag near the open, but today everything is pretty smooth. Interesting. Oops. NVCR is something I maybe buy. It's a thin stock, can't buy much of it anyways, but it looks pretty intriguing. NK, I just had an alert that triggered. JD looks amazingly good. Vips looks pretty decent also. CrowdStrike, so far it's fading from the open. This Soxo looks intriguing. A lot of things are fading from the open. I couldn't resist. I shorted some Tesla opening range lows. Let's see where it. I'm gonna use a tight stop. 770, 650. Let's see here. Okay, Tesla, so far so good. But it is still above this rising trend line. It's been building kind of clear higher lows for the past week or so. It really needs to break this 750 at least. VCR is fading. This Dow is down 14%. I'm taking it off my watch list. Roku is having a nice day. Problem is they report in 2 days, so rather buy after the report. Alright, now it's a waiting game. Remember, you don't have to trade every single day. The big money is in the waiting. That's the key. Waiting for those good setups. Waiting for those great stocks to trigger. But I'm telling you, some of these China names do look really good. AMD looks great. Just so many great looking China names right now. These names don't give a shit about the coronavirus. I mean, just wow. Yeah, the markets are having a little bit of yeah, they're kind of extended. They are kind of extended. Let's see. And now the fuel cell stocks are pretty weak, just falling back into range. I think I'll sell ACMR break even. This is more of a trade, like it should go and never look back, but I'm gonna move my stop to break even on this thing. Or if it closes below my entry, I'll sell it. And I'm gonna put another stop here. Okay. This is more of a speculative name. It doesn't have a great base. Tesla is so far hanging out near the lows of the day, which is a good sign. This SCDG has an amazingly good chart. I hope this thing can go sideways and not break out before earnings. What is this? CrowdStrike is taking out highs. Looks so good. But the markets are extended, so you know, if the Nasdaq pulls back to the rising 20-day, all breakouts will fail. So I have to be aware of that. So BE is another fuel cell related name. It looks very strong. ESLR solar stocks are strong too. There's so many strong sectors. Everything from software to semiconductors to biotech to solar to fuel cells. Codex had an offering. What price? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If Tesla can take out yesterday's lows, that would be great. Maybe an ad spot there even. Oh, 308? Okay, thanks. Thank you very much, sir. That's actually a pretty good price. Holy shit, that's a really good price for the offering. Interesting. That was not weak pricing. Yeah, I mean, looking at the 60-minute chart, yeah, you know, it needs to take out yesterday's lows at a minimum. The 10-day moving average is about to catch up to the price. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow it will be. The 10-day will be in the 730s, 740s probably. Zoom is flagging nicely. Really nice flag. Okay, ACMR is back at my average. Let's see if it can bounce here, or you know, if it closes weak, I'm just selling it. D-gas is starting to shape up here. I think D-gas could go to 4, maybe 500. This could be a big trade. You know, even if a fraction of what happened in 2015, 2016 happens, I mean, you know, 100, 200% move from this flag break, you know, that's like 600. Holy shit. 200% would be like 900. Okay, it's probably not gonna go there, but 4,500 is very realistic. I'm trying to be conservative here, really hopeful. I'll probably cut the stream early also, because there's really not much to do other than wait for maybe a mid-late day fade on Tesla. And not much else. Like Soxo looks good, or I don't know, not a great setup. It's not tight. This was a great setup, like in early mid-December. That was a great setup. Too bad I passed on it. CrowdStrike looks good. Shady looks great. TME looks decent. Just starting to come out of a long range, and it's had higher lows for the past few months. Vips looks decent. Yeah. I don't know if it's a great place to buy stocks right now with the markets this high, but you know, we can keep going for a long time. Just look at what happened in 2017 or 2013 for that matter. The market just kept going and going and going without any big pullbacks. Oh, Beyond Meat is strong. Tesla is strong. Welcome back to my stream. Why didn't you watch my stream on vacation? It's entertainment. It's not work, it's entertainment. You can watch it on vacation. I expect everyone to watch my stream when they're on on a holiday. Entertainment purposes only. That's why. That's what I upload my streams to YouTube as, under the entertainment category. I don't want to get into trouble giving financial advice or anything. Yeah, I'll keep doing it until I get into trouble. This RNG had such a perfect buy area a month ago or so. Yeah, I even flagged this thing when it broke out. Look at how perfectly it went. Technical analysis for the win. You'll vouch for me? Thanks, man. Wow, ACMR is really selling this off. So question is if Tesla put in a lower high or if it's about to take out the highs of the day. That's the big question. I think it I don't know. It's had this perfect series of higher lows with one undercut below 700. That's when this is when I was up 650k or so. I should have booked it all. I thought it would go to sub 600. Well, I got a little bit greedy, that's for sure. Nah, it wouldn't suck, but you know, it would be annoying. I do think there will be another big opportunity on this thing. Either if it goes like on another run, takes out 1,000 and goes to like 2,000 or something, we get another parabolic to trade. Or if it, you know, if we get just a breakdown from a tight range. But I do think there will be a big trade. I may even long this thing. I mean, right now, you know, looking objectively at it, it is kind of flagging. And you have this series of higher lows on the 60-minute chart. I mean, why can't this thing go to 1,000 plus? It's just so hard to go long this thing. Especially after, you know, being short biased and being shorted. You never know. That would be a truly be a black swan if that happened, if it goes like 1,500, 2,000. That would be so insane. It would suck for you. Well, there's no reason to go big size, like huge size, unless it starts, you know, taking out some support levels. You slipped? I know what you mean. Sometimes, you know, you get kind of excited and then the market fuck you over. Happens all the time to me. I'm so used to it. So this Brazil is interesting. Now it's trying to bounce again, and look at where it bounced. You see this? You see this year and a half trend line? Look at where Brazil always bounces. Every single time. Kind of interesting. Small caps are very strong though. Wait, did Nasdaq also take out the highs of the day? No, not yet. And SPYs are at the highs of the day. I've shown this EEM chart before, I'm gonna show it again. Tried to break out a month ago, and then this coronavirus stuff. Since this ETF is mostly China stocks, obviously it dipped back into range due to the coronavirus stuff, but it's still holding a higher low, and I think, you know, over the next few years this thing could easily double, triple. I really do. I think it's gonna do something like it did here from 2003 to 2008. This is a launch pad. This is a launch pad for a rocket, it really is. And these higher lows, that's rocket fuel. I mean, look at this, like Microsoft. Up 35% in a few months. This is, I mean, I look at this chart. Just amazing. Who would have thought? Just keeps going higher and higher and higher. Look at this. Look how smooth this move is. If you zoom out a little bit. It's been building higher lows, and then it's starting to speed up. Obviously this fun will end, but the question is when. Apple too. Apple is not as linear. But Apple too has had a big move since 2009, 2,300%. Yeah, that's usually, you know, the money's in holding. Money is not made by trading, money is made by holding stuff, having patience. That's my biggest weakness, trading too much, over trading. I'm a chronic overtrader. I really am. I should probably cut my trading in half, and I would be much more profitable. What can reverse this market? Anything. Anything. It doesn't have to be a specific event. Even though the media will always try to convince you otherwise. It could be anything. Just one day, the market starts going down. It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. And honestly, who cares? No one knows. There's no money in speculating what the market will do. Just follow the price action, and especially the price action of the leaders. I've unfollowed so many people on Twitter, and I've completely stopped financial media because I realized no one knows anything. It's all just entertainment. Yeah. I used to too, but now I can't figure any of it out. Macro is not really my thing. And especially if you get it right, you also have to get the timing right? Like all these people, like if you've seen The Big Short, all these hedge funds and investors, who saw the financial crisis coming, they were like 2, 3, 4 years too early. Like what's the point, right? It's just so hard. That's why I'm a very nimble trader, and I just follow the price. The price will always tell me when it's time to get out and when it's time to get in. Not the interest rates, not media, no one other than price. But sometimes it's obviously easy to get caught up in this coronavirus stuff, and I was really worried for my BABA position. Like I thought this thing would go down with my entry, but obviously, it couldn't care less about the coronavirus. When I started seeing these videos of all these mega cities in China that were shut down, and I'm like, holy shit, China is gonna go to hell. But nope. China stocks are acting really well. Look at JD. Almost at new 52-week highs. VIPS looks great. TME looks great. I just got stopped out of a bunch of Tesla. The position I shorted opening range lows, and the pre-market position, I just got stopped out of those. Took a tiny loss on those. I think I made a small profit on the pre-market short and took a small loss on the opening range lows short. RH, yes, it does look nice. It had a great breakout yesterday. It's a strong market, what can I say? A lot of sectors. This is some kind of our hardware store doing really well over the past few years. Yeah, exactly. Someone is wrong, and it won't matter until it matters. But the question is, when is it gonna matter? Maybe China stocks will go up 50% before it matters. Some big trades, dude. I quit school before I even knew how to trade or make any money. Or I didn't quit school, I kind of finished it. I started trading in the last few weeks of school, so. But it took me like 3 years to make any decent money. First 2 years were just losing money. I didn't have any big trades before I quit med school. Nope. I was broke as fuck, and I just had opened an account to trade. Gonna raise my ACMR stop a little bit more. Well, you know, but you know, I had a job too. I had a very flexible job, and I like a security guard job, and I also, you know, I could just do the last things, finish school and get a job, like get my profession. So I had like 2 lifelines. So it wasn't like I would have been you know, homeless or anything if trading had gone to shit, which it did go. I mean, it did go to shit. I blew up several times. But thankfully it was small sums of money. So I had 2 lifelines. So I was never really worried about that. Your first year trading full time? Congrats! Welcome to the club. SCDG looks good. NVCR looks good. Damn. Another China name. Look at this Beely. I mean, oh, damn. I missed this one. Should have bought it on this day here. MYO? Ooh. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, I mean, why can't it go back to $7? I don't know. But so far, it looks like it's been building lower highs. and has a range break to the downside. But yeah, I mean, it's just really a really tight setup. I see what you see here. Oh, ACMR. I'll probably sell this thing soon. Not acting great. Not acting great so far. Gold. I mean, gold miner ETFs are kind of setting up, but they've been lagging the moving gold, which I don't like. Like in 2016, for example, I'm gonna show you, like gold went up 28% in like 3-4 months. I'm gonna show you Nugget. Okay, Nugget, this is a triple gold miner ETF. Look at this thing. Nugget went up like 650%, with gold up being, what was it, 28%. I'm gonna show you now the recent move. Gold is up, let's just, you know, like for the past 7-8 months, 20%. How much is Nugget up? I mean, what, 80%, 85%? So the gold miners have been really lagging gold, but there are some gold stocks setting up, individual names. I can't remember the tickets right now, but I did see like 2 or 3 on scan that looked really, really good. But no, I'm not really excited about these things here. Not when there are so many great semiconductor and biotech and fuel cell and software names. Commodities are also, you know, they're just tough to trade in my opinion. They can be really good and they can be really frustrating. I'm long this reverse natural gas ETF, but these things are so hard to trade, but they can be so rewarding. If you get it right, they can be just insane. Just absolutely insane. If you get it right. Tesla is just in a tight range. I don't know. I think it goes higher. Like if it's gonna break to the upside, just because it's been building these higher lows. And it does have a range here, like 786. Yeah, I think Tesla is gonna go higher. So I'm fully prepared to get stopped out of my, you know, as yesterday's entries. Fully prepared. I don't have high hopes for it right now. Not really excited at all. Labu. Looks good. In about 10 minutes I'll do another scan. NK triggered. Yep. I'll track it. I just have no interest in trading these theme names. The Sava is still not going away, but the volume has completely died off. I hope this thing goes to 10 bucks for you. I really do. Wow, Amazon also. This thing wants to go to 3,000. I really think so. Looks amazing on the monthly chart. This 1850 or so entry, or 1800 entry, it's already up like 20% from that. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. Stretch my legs a little bit. Okay, I'm back. See here. Baidu, another China name, looks great. It's a beaten down name, but it looks great over the short midterm. Okay, let's see here. Jumia? No. This thing is probably going bankrupt. Yext? Nah. It's one of the weaker SaaS names. They have good revenue growth, but they don't have any way to profitability. That's why the short looks like shit. Oh, 2 alerts triggered, NVCR and net. Yeah, this thing reports in 2 days. Let's see here. ACMR looks like it got stopped out. This thing is super weak. Fuel cell looks better. Plug looks better. BLDP looks decent. What are the fuel cell names? Tesla is really? It stopped me out and went like 50 cents higher. Really? Great. Fantastic. Oh, piece of shit. But yeah, I mean, you know, have to look at it the big picture. You know, it really, you know, as long as it's holding these higher lows on the 60-minute chart, there's not gonna be a move down. Other than that, everything looks pretty decent. SC looks great. Okay, let's do a quick scan here. EMPH, another solar related name, I think. Or no, it's not solar. I thought it was. Oh, Shopify. This is exactly what I did not want to happen. I really wanted this thing to go sideways into earnings. Markets can be really frustrating sometimes. Bill keeps going higher. Just like yesterday, a lot of stocks are up today. Just an insane amount of stocks. Not finding anything great from my scans. Stock is having a nice follow-through move from the breakout. Too bad I passed on it. NK entry? Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's frustrating when it happens. Looked like it wanted to go and then they pulled the bids. That sucks. Okay, I'll just manage my positions and going to look for a potential Tesla entry. I don't have high hopes for it. I think it's gonna go higher. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 800 plus today with all those higher lows it's been building. But yeah, thanks for joining. IGTs. Yeah, well. IGT is the piece of shit of the sector, I guess. But yeah, maybe it can go higher. Yeah, thanks for joining, and I will see you tomorrow.